Transit CNMI, they're an award-winning national level public transportation system, and we've got them right here in Saipan. It's the best thing ever. It's almost the best thing ever. The best thing ever is being friends with Robert Mojica. That's true. I read this. It was a survey that was done. 4 to 5 dentists agree that being friends with Robert Mojica is the best thing ever. And he's in studio with us this morning. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, how are you?
All right, you got to bring this a little bit closer.
Is that better? Do you now?
Yeah, it's supposed to be better. That's what they say. How you doing, man? Welcome to the studio. This is your first time up here.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. I like the view. It's an amazing view, man. It's beautiful.
Well, it is. You should check out the windows too. So it is awesome to have one of our hometown heroes. You've been fighting fires here. You've been talking about other people fighting fires. You represent the military as a reservist. And you've gone out and doing those deployments for the forest fires too, right?
Yeah, I haven't gone yet.
You've at least trained for it.
I've trained for it.
All right, so we got all kinds of stuff to talk about, but hey, that video yesterday, before we get to all the heavy stuff, there was the video of the explosion going on in Marpi. You guys are out there scooping up all this unexploded ordnance from World War II all the time. You bring it up to Marpi, and so that's what happens.
That's what happens. So we have like a designated area where we take all the UXOs, we pack it there. We have a dig site, and then before we do detonation, we make sure that the area is clear. So we have our hazmat team. They go out with I believe we also had a DPW with us. They were there making sure that there was no civilians in or around the area. We blocked off the road, and once we had the clear from the guys on the ground, we did the countdown.
Well, and it looked a little bit different on that one too.
Yes, it is. So I mean, if you have seen the video on after the explosion and the smoke is going up, you can actually see little flares that are going off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe we were able to get expired flares that needs to be gotten rid of. So we added that with our detonation for the UXOs.
Well, it's really cool that you guys do that. We're going to put that on the screen while we're talking about it real quick, because I hadn't seen that before. Boom, there it is. It's on a loop, so we'll see it again. But the flares that were on there were incredible. And people are like, people had sent me stuff. They're like, dude, this is epic. I'm like, you don't know. Like, this is awesome.
I need to try and get you the drone shot that the EOD guys took.
Oh, yeah, you got that too?
Let me try and get it from one of the hazmat guys, and I'll send it over to you.
All right, hold on. I'm going to make this a little bit fancier so that when, there you go. Now it's really big on the screen there. That's just the smoke wafting afterwards, but it'll loop around again and we'll be able to see it. But man, that was incredible. I had never seen it. In fact, you sent the photos of you guys doing the prep work, and you could see all those flares stacked on top.
Yeah, so what we tried to do was we were trying to limit the flares, from going up, and then we put all the flares on the ground. We put the UXOs on top of the flares, and then we put the C4 chargers on top of the UXOs, and then we had maybe at least 200, 300 pounds of dirt go on top of that just for added safety.
Wow. And look at those flares. That was really cool. Now everybody's looking for boats with all that stuff. So that's just your regular everyday stuff. Well, not every day, but you collect it all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's you guys going out there and actually doing a det, working with the military. We had some people that were commenting. They're like, oh, why don't you guys just take it far away from here? Like, who wants to be on a boat with a whole bunch of UXO?
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good idea?
And we always tell people, because they're always just like, do you guys just, how do you guys transfer it? So what we do is we actually have a team that goes to training, and once they go to the training, they learn how to, properly identify the UXO, how to measure it, whether or not it's a Japanese UXO or if it's an American UXO. And then once they transport it to the designated site, we actually put it in the back of the truck with sandbags, layer it on top of each other. And then we do have magnets that go on the vehicle saying, hey, there's explosives on this vehicle. So we do get trained for this. We do, we're very cautious. We do follow the guidelines of how to do proper transportation. So when everyone's like, you guys just go do it, it's part of the job.
Nice. And, Robert sacrifices a lot along with some of his other firefighters to do this job. The last explosion took off his mustache. Yeah. And that took a lot of UXO. How much C4 did they need to take that mustache off? That thing was serious.
I saw about 4 crates. Four
crates of C4. Man, I'm telling you, that was a serious mustache.
You should have seen my other one where it was all the handlebars.
That was pretty close.
Yeah. Oh, that one I went down to here.
Dude, well, the 70s called and they took it back, and that's awesome. That's all right. You can still put that on your OnlyFans. But let's talk about some of the other stuff you guys do. You've got a big thing coming up again. It's a big fitness challenge. It's a great opportunity for folks in the community to get involved too.
Yes. So we have our annual pre-pack test, which is going to be happening on January 10. So right now we're in the prepping stages. So we're letting everybody know January 10. On Saipan, it's gonna be happening on Saipan, Tinian, and Rota. We're gonna send some of the forestry guys to Rota, to Tinian. So I guess I'll just start from here. If you're in Rota on January 10 and you would like to participate in the pre-pack test, what it is, it's a 45-pound, 45-minute timed event, 3 miles. What it is to get you into the training program for like our wildland firefighters. Once you do that, we have about a week-long class when the actual pack test starts. So this pre-pack test is just to get you settled, like, to see where you're at. Once the cadre from California come, the certified wildland like hotshot guys, once they come in here and they do the pack test for us, that's when the class will take place. So it's January 10. I believe it's going to be at 6 in the morning. For Rota, we're going to have you guys meet at the fire station. For Tinian, meet at the fire station also. For people in Saipan, we're going to have you guys meet. It's going to be right over here next to Ada Gym. It's going to be our usual spot. We're going to start next to where that bus is. And then it's going to head down to Hard Eye. That'll be the turnaround and then head back. So it's a 45-pound like rucksack, backpack, under 45 minutes or 45 minutes, and it's just 3 miles.
Wow, and it doesn't sound like a big deal until you try it.
Yeah, we've had like we've had pretty fit guys. Oh yeah, this is nothing. It's easy, and then they try it and they're like, wait, what?
Now, does it matter what kind of footwear you're using or anything like that?
No, I've done it with boots. I've done it with running shoes. The only thing is that you cannot run. You have to trot, or you have to airborne shuffle, or you have to have at least 1 foot on the ground at all times. If we catch you, or if the cadre catches you running, if both feet are off the ground, we disqualify you from the event.
That means you can't hop either.
Yeah, you can't hop. So it's a steady pace of just shuffling.
Yeah, so that means, sorry, Australians, you're out of it. You and your kangaroo friends, you cannot get involved. It's a really cool thing, because if you do get into this program and you do deploy, it's a great adventure.
Oh, it is.
You're saving lives, you're saving a property, and also making some money.
Oh, you are. So whenever like people ask like what's forestry, I always say, have you ever seen the movie Only the Brave? Like that's what these guys are gonna be doing. Like, we had guys go out to California, fight the wildland fires in California. They have great experiences. The camaraderie is great. You're meeting new people, and you're making some really good cash.
And how long are you gone and all that when you're doing stuff like this?
I think the regular deployment that we do for the CMI is around 3 months or 2 months, and then if there needs to be an extension or so what happened is like the California wildland crew that we have, they'll email the commissioner and say, hey, we have a work order, we need some guys, we need some help, and then the commissioner will bring it up to the governor, and that's when they'll say, hey, we have a work order for to send the guys off to go help fight the wildland fires. The program is civilian based also, so we do have DFEMS and also some civilians that went. I believe the last deployment we had was not last year, it was this year, and we had 4 DFEMS guys go out because they're like a crew boss or a boss level, and then we had the rest were all civilians.
Wow, and what is the pay on stuff like this? First of all, they send you out there.
Yes.
And where do you stay?
So when you're there, you're doing 14 days on and 2 or 3 days off, and you're working like 14 to 16, maybe 18-hour work days, and you're either sleeping in the field, or you're going back to the base camp. Once it is your day for like R&R, they have a hotel that's paid for you, so you can go rest up, shower, shave, go and get some actual chow versus like a little MRE or something. But I think with the pay, I know that there's been guys that have said it's really made it's made a good impact on their lives, that they can help their families out, and the pay is really good. When I did my training, I made like good chunk of change.
And whatever you're making it like $18 an hour or something like that.
So it depends on like I guess your entry, and then how long you've been doing it, and then how many hours. So if you were to do 16 to 18 hours a day for 14 days, you're just working 14 days straight, and then you have your 2 days off. So if you're just doing 14 days straight, you're you're making a good chunk of change.
And what do you need to, like, if somebody hasn't done this before, they want to try it, what do they need to bring?
So what we always tell people is that if you're going to be doing this, we want to make sure that you have a working phone number, working email address, a valid passport, and if you don't have a valid passport, the receipt or the copy of the receipt saying that, hey, I did apply for a passport, it's en route, it's coming, it's going to be here on this date. You do need a GED or a high school diploma. And that's just pretty much just, good motivation.
If you're not a firefighter already, like, do you have to get gear? Like, what do you have to do?
So when we actually had civilians just come in with, they just go in straight off the line. So they'll go to the States, and then the people in the States, like the cadre there or the wildland firefighters there will help you get, geared up. They'll be the ones, to issue you the gear, because it's NFPA approved. So you're gonna need the Nomex, the yellow top and the green bottoms. I think the boots is something that you pay for because it's got to be tailored to you. You gotta have those good working boots, for those long days. But then everything else is taken care of from them.
Do you get them there, or do you get them here?
Oh, it'll be over there. So once you go over there into the States and you link up with the wildland firefighters over there, that's when you start the process of getting your tools, getting your equipment, your sleeping gear, and then after that, when this is gonna be our spot, this is where we're gonna be hiking to or walking to, and then start cutting line.
Which is why you need that 45-pound pre-pack test.
When everyone's like, why is it 45 pounds? It's like, you don't know what kind of load you're going to be carrying.
Now, how about the stuff that you wear underneath your stuff? Like, what are you supposed to pack with you?
So there's guys that I think they either wear tank tops or they wear like the white cotton shirts, and then it'll be the that white Nomex long sleeve, and then the green BDU pants. That's the approved wildland firefighter gear that you would wear.
So you got to make sure you bring that.
Oh no, so that'll be issued to you over there.
Get out!
Yeah.
So you really don't have to bring anything.
No, it's like this. Like this, this shirt is issued. These pants are issued. My boots, this hat, all issued by DFEMS. So when you go over there, they're just going to issue your gear that you're going to need, and then the boots is something you take care of.
Wow, that's awesome. So you you get everything taken care of.
Yes, everything's taken care of.
So you're going to get your clothes. You're going to get your equipment. You're going to get your stuff. Oh, you guys can come in. Yeah, he's gonna let them in. This happens a lot. It's a really funny thing.
Matt, you guys can come in.
Yeah. Yes. Look at that. He's even helping people in. All that stuff is great. Yeah, go ahead. Just take a seat. Just relax a little bit. Good to see you. Good morning. All right. So this program now, when is this again here? At least for the folks, you said it's going to start in Rota, then Tinian and Saipan.
Okay, so it's going to be for all three islands. We're going to have guys from the forestry wildland group here. They're going to head to Rota and Tinian. So January 10th is our set date that we're going to start the pre-pack test. For here, the times will be 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then also from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. It should be the same way in Rota and Tinian. And we are going to shoot out as much press as we can with our social media pages for DFEMS and our Facebook pages. We're going to try and also group chats, make a flyer and send it to everybody as much as we can, so we can try and get everybody involved. Just to give everybody a heads up. Hey, if you want to participate in this, if you want to do this, now is the time to start. Like walking, rucking, or having a backpack with some weight in it. We had one guy who he tried out a year ago, and he was like, "Oh, it's my first time. I've never tried this before, but it seems amazing." He tried it. He couldn't finish, and then he asked us for tips, and we said, "Well, right now, start walking. Once you feel comfortable walking at a fast pace, wear a backpack. Put at least 15, 20 pounds in it. Once you feel comfortable with that, 30 pounds. Once you hit 45 pounds, what you want to try and focus on is fast walking and not stopping." And he actually ended up becoming part of the forestry team.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, so that's what you're saying. So people can start now.
Yeah.
Start training for it and preparing for it. Having the pack and everything for the test, you guys have that?
Yes, we have the pack. So we have about 10 backpacks that we do weigh, and then I donated my rucksack. I've donated one of my rucksacks and my backpacks to go in this also. Hi, morning. To go in this also. Morning. So we try and have as many backpacks as we can filled up, ready to go. That way, when the event starts, we can have at least a 10-man front going out and pushing. And also females, if you guys want to participate, we've had females also participate in this and have met the time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's exciting stuff. It's a great opportunity. People are missing out if they don't try it.
Yes.
And again, if you don't have anything, there's a lot of people who are like, "Hey, man, I need a job." This is a great one. Like,
It's a great job, yeah.
and a great adventure.
Yes, we've had guys that, I want to say from people that have came in, I want to say there's been about maybe four to six guys that have came into the program. They did it for 1 year, they did it for another year, and after that they were like, hey, how do I transition me and my family to go out there and I can become an actual wildland firefighter?
Wow.
And we've helped them. There's been a process, and they've actually moved out to the States, and now they're part of that hotshot crew or that wildland firefighter crew.
Amazing. All right, and so this is all happening. You're going to put all the information out on all the social channels. We'll post it out here too to get that word out, because it's really a great opportunity for everybody and a great adventure. Age limits for any of this?
18 and over.
Okay,
Yeah. 18
great.
and over, high school diploma, valid passport or copy that your passport's en route, working cell phone, working email, and that should be it.
All right, and typically when is that season when people get deployed?
So I believe it's always around. Well, it depends. We have, I think it was when it was last year. The fire season was just the whole year. With us, it depends on how much, like the work order comes in. It's like, hey, we need help now. I believe there was 1 year where the guys were sent in February. There's another year where the guys were sent in August. It always just depends.
Wow. All right, well, good to know. Well, anything else that we're missing?
Just be safe out there, everybody. If you guys do see the, I always want to emphasize this. If you do see an emergency response vehicle, please pull over to the right safely.
Please.
Yeah, give way. We might be responding to your family and you don't know it. I've seen people that just stay in front of the ambulance or the fire truck and they don't pull over.
That is not the right way to go, but let's find out. That's what we got for you today for Robert Mojica. Our next guests are standing by, but we got to listen to this song. We haven't listened to this one. We had the other one going. Let's give it a listen. Yeah, this is it. The upbeat song about Robert Mojica, the firefighter.
Yeah, that's good.
This is crazy.
Right back. I'm gonna grow it back. I don't have drill in February, March, so I'll grow it back.
All right, man. I think I sent these to you already, but we're going to go and take a quick commercial break and get ready for our next guest. When we come back, we'll also have some new news headlines, and that'll do it for you. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Don't go anywhere, Marianas. We'll be right back with some beauty queens out here. Well, additional beauty queens. We just had a great one. All right, guys. We'll be back in just a little bit.